Hey guys, Smith City here for Smith City Product Reviews. I don't know where to begin. This review is going to be to tribute my tattoo artist who did my sleeve, my back, my wings, Jamin. It's been absolutely tough, and I absolutely feel for the whole Hills community, as well as the families and friends attached to Jamin. Just absolutely horrific. Been struggling all day today, and I go to the gym, and I had to split my session into three parts throughout the whole day, just because I wasn't present within the session. And normally when people pass away, I become people's rock, and I generally be strong for people, which presents a lot of unhealthy situations that impact my mental health. And so I really allowed myself to feel the instant grief of the loss of Jamin. Absolute beautiful man, and he wasn't just a tattoo artist. He was such a talented, creative man. You got to be missed, man. You got to be missed so much. And far out. Yeah, you weren't just a tattoo artist, man. You were just an absolute beautiful soul. And just sitting in the chair for probably upwards of 20 hours with all my tattoos. You were a listener, you were a carer, you were a compassionate man, you were funny. I'm going to have to compose myself, and I'll put a link to the GoFundMe page that his friends set up. I'll put that in the description below if you guys want to donate. It's hard enough to grieve, let alone to be financially crippled by a situation like this. So if anyone's watching this now or in the future, feel free to donate. Okay, so I'm on to Deeds Brewing beer, Fiscal Damage. It's a hazy triple IPA at 9.5%, and so it's a big, bold beer, just like Jamin. Gonna get into a glass, guys. Far out. I've gone from never crying at all, ever, because I don't allow myself to crying on YouTube. That just shows the effect that man had on not just me, but everyone around him. Anyway, I'm going to push on through. I'd push on through and get this into a glass. So yeah, absolutely very talented man with my back tattoo. Obviously I've got dreads now, but back when I had my back tattoo done, my friends at basketball used to call me Tree because I looked like a tree. And so I came up with an idea that I was going to get a tree on my back, a black and white tree, which he designed by himself. Absolutely amazing. Like, somewhere at home at my parents' house, I've got like the stencil of it because it's just magnificent. I need to find it. Hopefully it hasn't been thrown out. But I've obviously had some people that I absolutely love in my life pass away, and I was going to get some crows around my back that symbolise dead people looking for their souls. And obviously we did the tree, and then we went on to my arm pretty quickly, and hadn't really finished the back tattoo. So yeah, I'm not too sure what to do there, whether just to honour Jamin and leave it the way it is, or continue with the idea that we had. But anyway, we'll push on through with this review. So it's got quite a large amount of, like, the bubbles are quite large, so that won't stick around. But it's interesting how there's like a little bit of differing between bigger and then a tighter head. It's obviously extremely hazy, and to the light, that's how I'm seeing it. Obviously, I pull it over here and the light hits it differently and makes it more orange, where this is sort of more of a straw orangey, yellowy colour. I'm going to have a bit of a smell, guys. It smells strong. It's mango, orange, passion fruit. We'll see what the go is here. So I'm going to get this into my pelican-like mouth. Oh, oh. I have to go in. Gonna have to go in again. That's really interesting. So you've got all those components in the aroma that I spoke about. It's almost like a touch of licorice, almost. There's something, I wouldn't say weird, there's just something different on the back end that I'm trying to work out. My palate's adjusting, and it's getting a bit smoother to drink. There's like this aniseed licorice flavour on the back end, and it's quite nice. It's a very complex beer. Unique beer, just like Jamin. So I read off the back here. What happens when brewers are left in charge? Maybe when management takes an early summer holiday. We, the brewers, decided to take it upon ourselves to burn our bonuses for the people. Fiscal damage represents an absolute disregard for any responsibility in regard to budget. Triple dry hopped 50 GL. Not sure what that reference is. GL, gallon maybe. Make it rain. Hops. It says dry hopped intensity 50 GL. So if anyone knows what that actually means, chuck it in the comment section below. Hops Mutika, Mosaic Cryo, Mosaic and Warrior. Malt, light lager malt. Yeah. Oat malt, obviously it's got that creamier mouthfeel. Spelt malt, sheet malt, CHIT. Dextrose and style hazy triple IPA. I reckon that light lager malt is what's reacting to the IPA, giving it that licorice flavour at the back end. I reckon that's what it is. I reckon that, like, you know how some lagers are like peppery. I think the lager malt is reacting with the hops, creating that licorice undertones in the back palate. see if there's anything else written on here. Drink fresh, 3.3 standard drinks. There's the can. Obviously, if you don't know Deeds by now, with a few of my reviews, they've got a pretty stock standard can with patterns, and then obviously just a different coloured backdrop, background to what the drink is. But it's a very interesting, strong IPA. Now that I'm like halfway through it, I probably could have two of them. So its drinkability for its high alcohol content isn't that bad. It's actually quite good, the drinkability. It may not be for everybody. I think the that high alcohol content from the mid palate, like from the end of the start to mid palate, you do sort of get that nice little alcohol burn down, giving you sort of a warm hug, which may not be for everybody. But as you can see there, guys, you can see it coating the glass there. So with 3 types of oats in there, oat malt, spelt malt, sheep malt. So I dare say that those 3 is what's creating that mouthfeel there with this beer. I think I'm probably going to upload this fresh, just to help with the GoFundMe page. So this will be out of sequence, but that's okay. Got a few other bits and pieces in the background that I've already done. I'm going away at the end of this week to Kevington trip, which has been like a year coming. I didn't get to go on the last work trip because Kira got ill. Our staffy got sick, renal failure, and I wasn't able to go because obviously, you know, you've got a sick pet, so had to make sure that we could look after her, and then progressively got worse and we had to put her down. So yeah, it'll be good to go away on Friday after work, have a few drinks with the boys that are in our company and Dan the boss. It'll probably be stock standard generic beer, but that's okay. I don't mind getting on a session with Melbourne Bitter or VB or Carlton Draft or whatever. I don't mind that. Every once in a while, Carlton Dries wouldn't be too bad. Not too picky. If you were going away on a work camp, there's no way you'd be bringing this. No way you'd be bringing this. If you try to drink 20, it wouldn't end well at all. You'd either wake up the next day with an absolute massive hangover, headache, or you'd be knocked out pretty quick. So, drinkability is quite good for the high alcohol content. I really like this. Started off trying to work out whether I liked it or not. But with things in life, you just got to give it time. And you can't judge a book by its cover. You have to really just sort of break things apart and assess things of how they actually are under the surface. And I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. I really, really enjoy this. I really, really enjoy this and rate this beer. If I had to rate it at the first sip, I'd probably rate it as 7, but that just shows you that, you know, you got to unpack a beer sometimes. You really got to experience how it is after tasting it a few times and really try not pick out the layers of how they've brewed it. And so they've done a good job, Deeds. They've done a really, really good job. So today's Monday, public holiday, Labor Day in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. I'll have this one uploaded for you on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. And then I'll get back to my normal programming of a few other bits and pieces that I've already pre-recorded. Anyway, guys, it's a 10 from me. You're going to be absolutely missed, Jamin, man. And I'll absolutely wear the tattoos you've done on me with absolute pride and honour. This is how cool he is as a guy, yeah? So we're having the tattoo and he decides, there you go, he decides that he's going to tattoo me in the crowd. Just randomly did that. But he did a pretty good job, sort of back then. I didn't, when he tattooed me, I actually didn't have dreads. I had previously had dreads, but yeah, I didn't have dreads back then, but I had sort of like the medium style hair with curls in it, got the glasses there, and it actually kind of, in a weird way, kind of looks like me, so... he's a special character and he'll always be, and just like I said on some of my posts and stuff on social media, is that don't rest in peace, mate. Be yourself in peace, because you're one of a kind. And I remember a few years back, saw you at the coffee shop in Ox City next to Kmart, and you took the time to actually, you may have been busy or whatever, but you actually took the time to say good day, have a chat, talk about things and that sort of stuff. And you could have been a very, very, very busy person, but you still took 5-10 minutes out of your time to have a chat. And yeah, I'm gonna go, guys, but yeah, please put your support behind this, and yeah, if any friends and family are watching this and you're struggling at all, ever, you might be someone who has been like me in the past, where you're very strong for other people in crises like this, but then it hits you like a ton of bricks later and you feel like you've got no one to talk to or to speak to. Just hit me up on my mobile or on my socials. We can either catch up for a drink or catch up for a coffee, or we can just chat, and I'm happy to just listen. Don't need to give you solutions, just be there in your corner listening to you guys. Just reach out, that's all you have to do. And that applies for anyone in any situation like this, is find the people that actually do care and hold on to them and never let go of them, because they're very, very important, especially in these situations. And so if you do have people to talk to, don't push them away. Reach out to them and let them just sit in your corner and until you can sort of get yourself out of your mental anguish from difficult situations like this. Anyway, guys, this has gone on for 20 odd minutes. I kind of thought it was going to be a long one, and I'll catch you on the next, guys. See you when I'm looking at you.